Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tank12, having to call me, I don't really care, and welcome back to World of Tanks. And yeah, it's been a couple of days since I uploaded my last video, and that has the reason of me being away for a couple of days, and I thought I was just going to, take a break from making World of Tanks videos, because I've produced quite a few during the Christmas period, and now I did calm down a little bit, and I thought, I'm gonna wait until the release of update 1.11.1 with the Italian tanks, and it is finally here. You can see right here we have the Italian heavy tanks in the game now. The Rinoceronte, which costs us 210,000 experience to unlock, starting from the Progetto 66, actually isn't too expensive, but the modules you have to get are going to be quite expensive. Obviously, I do have the experience to rush through and buy the Rinoceronte, but that's not how I like to play this game. I'm not going to be just rushing through the tanks. I will be playing the Caro P88. When I unlock it with the P43 bis, I have to rebuy that. Actually, I'm just going to repurchase that vehicle again. This is a tier 6 medium tank that I actually did enjoy quite a bit. But today's video is not going to be about the Italian tanks that have finally made it into the game, or at least the Italian heavy tanks that have finally made it into the game. Today we're going to be taking a look at the create a platoon, how to find new platoon mates by just looking for people who want to play World of Tanks. And we're going to try it out. We're going to do it in a tier 8 because I think tier 8 is probably going to be the easiest way to find new players. And we're just going to do that in a second. I'm just going to mount all of the upgraded modules on the P43 bis, and I'm going to make it a primary vehicle, so I know that I have to play this tank. All of these vehicles that are in the primary slot are tanks that I wanted to grind, or I have grinded, and I can actually take some of them out, but that's not the main issue here. Before we get into the platooning, there's just a couple of things I want to address in this video. First and foremost, this video, if you have noticed it, is going to be available in 4K. I'm going to be trying to upload World of Tanks content in 4K. I'm going to see if I can just get, the quality of the videos up a bit with that's legitimately, literally the video quality that's going to be upped with the resolution. But I want to see how it looks, how well YouTube does convert 4K video, how much space it needs. I will probably back down from it, but this is just a test drive. Let's see how well it does. Let's see if you guys notice it at all. And the second thing I wanted to address is that I really enjoy debating with you guys on current topics in World of Tanks, and I read every single comment I get on my channel. I read every single one. I will respond to most of them. Some of them I don't respond, maybe because I forgot about it, or maybe it's just a comment that you don't really need to respond to, and it's just somebody venting their frustration. But recently there has been one guy running around on this channel, and he was not, of the same, or on the same wavelength with certain topics, and that's not a problem for me. I don't care if you are opposing ideas that I have. That's generally speaking the idea of democracy, that you can speak your own, and that you can disagree with somebody, and I think that's good. But the problem is the tone. I don't like when people start, behaving like 5-year-old kids, and they start insulting you. So if anyone starts insulting anyone on this channel, I don't even know why. Why do we have to have drama and all that kind of stuff? I will delete the comment. I do not care. I will read criticism. I will read things that you do not agree with, but do not start insulting anybody. Because why would anyone want to read something where you start insulting them personally because of their opinion that is different of yours? Doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's just something I wanted to point out real fast. and we can finally get back into the video. So we're going to be playing the CS53. We're going to look for a platoon, and we're going to find a player. And you can see right there, immediately we've actually found something. Okay, there's 6 players in a queue, and the estimated time is less than 5 seconds, which is pretty impressive. So basically, how this works is that you kind of get matched with people of a similar kind of wargaming rating. I mean, okay, there are 3,000 points between us, but I'm not sure if you're going to be playing with 4,000 or 3,000 rated players, but that's what they said. And if you're platooning, obviously, you're going to get the 15% increased bonus right there. And you can see that it doesn't really immediately work. That guy, he went out. Maybe he wanted to play a different tier. I thought when you... join into... I thought when we join into this platoon, that if you select a certain tank, like the CS53, you would immediately get thrown into a lobby where you have somebody playing a tier 8. But actually, you can still choose the vehicle type, the tier, which is, to be fair, quite nice. So let's see. I don't really platoon a lot in World of Tanks. That has to do with the time difference, because I live in Europe and I play on the North American server, which is a bit awkward, but still, you can see you actually find players quite quickly. This probably has to do with... Okay. This probably has to do with the fact that this patch just came out, and if the person does not want to play tier 8, they jump out immediately, as you can see right there. At least that's what I thought was just happening. Let me see if you can actually hear the game zone. It's quite a bit quiet right now. But yeah, I'm now playing with this Bizonte. Feels good, man. And we're in Assault. Actually, Assault is a game mode that I don't really play. So I'm just going to be, playing as a platoon mate. So we're just going to head north. It's actually not too much about the person I'm going to be playing with. It's more about the whole experience of how you actually get into the platoon, how it works, and the time it takes to actually find somebody to play with. But it actually was very quick. Probably also had to do with the fact that it just came new into the game. But I think it's a nice touch because platooning gives you a 15% additional credits and experience booster. All of those things help in the grind in World of Tanks, especially if you do not have a premium account. Use platooning, and yeah, you're probably going to meet some cool guys or girls. You're probably going to meet some weird people as well. That's just how this game works, how any online kind of game works, but still, in the end, I think it's a good addition. It's a nice addition, and let's see how the World of Tanks community will pick this change up. But I think it's, yeah, I don't really see any kind of downside to having an option like this ready in the game. Other than that, in this patch, I think the biggest change was certainly the introduction of the Italian heavy tanks, but yeah, I don't think that patch 1.11.1 doesn't have like the... Holy crap, that was a jag target, that really hurt. Doesn't have the craziest changes in place. Like balancing wise, there's nothing really that changed with this patch, I think. So there's an AMX 1390, and don't you love it? A 0 damage critical hit on the track of a tank. That one definitely did pen 305 damage. I really enjoyed the CS53. The turret actually is super weak. Anything that has enough pen, let's say anything above 200 millimeters of pen will go through the turret. And I did notice that the turret is a weak spot, but still the tank in general, in total, is a very enjoyable vehicle that you can play. I think I've enjoyed even the stock variant of this vehicle. This is a bit awkward. I don't really play a lot of Encounter, and I think it's visible. We are very limited with our time as well, so we have to probably make a play in just a second. But we have backed ourselves a bit into a corner, so I'm going to move over to the side, and I try to go into the middle. Yeah, there you can see like the way I play. I really don't play a lot with platoon mates. If I play with platoon mates, it's usually with my clan, and we do kind of communicate in that sense. You can communicate. You have the voice chat option, but it looks like we do have the possibility to go into this spot right here in the middle, and this is actually a position you can be quite aggressive in, usually if you play this game mode and you're in assault. So right there we have this Caro P88, that's the tier 8 if I'm not mistaken, no, tier 7 Italian heavy tank, and I think it's fully upgraded already, but we have a pretty good spot and we can engage him, because we also only have like 5 minutes remaining. There we go. Our team had the same idea. They kind of left the middle open, which is quite fascinating, to say the least, because usually this middle part is where they defend the most. There we get the Jag Tiger. Hopefully we can get some supporting fire getting in here. I wanted to track him. That shot unfortunately did not go where it was intended to go. And we get hit by the charioteer. And I think we're gonna either lose or win this match by going through the 1-2 line, because we have just pushed right through there. They don't have a lot of tanks over there. I can keep them lit by just driving up here. Our STRV-1 unfortunately made a bit of a wrong choice or bad decision right there, or crawling up there. There we go. And there you can see suddenly heads start popping up. And I think it's time for me to reposition and see if I can help out the guy in the north with my platoon mate. Feels good, man. And let's see if we can actually help him out a bit. We don't have a lot of HP, so we probably should somehow stay a bit in cover. It's a couple of heavy tanks. It's a Bisonte. And it's IS-32, that's a tier 9. There's the Bisonte. I think he's going to just cross into the open. There we go. Put a nice one into him. He will not be available to shoot anymore. And now we have to be a bit more careful, I think. Maybe we can get a shot into them with this little spot in that we have, that little opening there. Well, I think we have to actually move out here. Oh, the accuracy, unfortunately. But they haven't seen me, so I can just stay here, harass this T10. We haven't had to fire a single premium shell this far. There we go, we take out a very dangerous opponent. Tier 9, T10. I think it was a stock version as well. Ah, damn it. I think I'm gonna get spotted in just a second. Actually, I'm not getting spotted. I should be getting spotted now, right? No, not getting spotted. That's interesting to see. I'm gonna load a heat shell just in case, because we really need to get him out of this position. He's dead. Gonna give him an affirmative right there. We spot the WZ. We still have 2 minutes something remaining. We put a heat shell into him, which was actually supposed to go into the WZ. And yeah, it already proved to be quite beneficial for us to platoon, actually, because we worked quite well together. Took our time. We didn't panic. We didn't push into something. You know, we analyzed the situation. We adapted, and in the end, I think this victory probably also rests on our shoulders. With the WZ 120 and all the other guys that managed and decided to actually flank instead of just dying at a certain position or just rushing in. I think no one really was rushing in this game. So big props to this team. This was a deserved victory, definitely. The enemy team did not distribute the power well enough. GG. If I would have killed them, we would have gotten brothers in arms. 3.5 or 3,900 damage and 1,000 damage spotted. That is rather sweet. So I think this is a perfect time now to have a little bit of a conclusion. It looks like the auto search function works, and that's the first experience I had, and it was a very pleasant one. So yeah, I think that's something for a lot of players. So if you're looking for platoon mates, they will actually just give you 1 or 2, and you get the 15%. And I'm going to end this video here. Try it out for yourself. I mean, it's free. You can try it just out, and it's really nice. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully you'll like the 4K. Try it out. Put the resolution up, and tell me how you like it.